First off, do you guys remember addictinggames.com? Back in the 4th grade, my friends and I were obsessed with Electric Man 2. If you don't know what Electric Man 2 is all about, basically it puts you in a tournament against other stickmen who are trying to beat you for the grand prize. And this set us off on a grand pursuit to find more of such great games on websites like addictinggames.com and friv.com. For me, these websites introduced me to the Henry Stickmin games, with my favorite being Infiltrating the Airship. Much of our obsession with these flash-based games had to do with how most of us didn't have a mobile phone for ourselves, and we would use our parents' phones till we completely drained the battery at the 11th hour. But once we had a phone for ourselves, the conversation gradually shifted from Infiltrating the Airship and Electric Man 2 to Among Us and Clash of Clans and Pokémon Go. For the longest time, some of these games have had their own mobile versions, but honestly, nothing beats killing time by playing Electric Man 2 on your laptop before it's time to do homework. Now, I've mentioned Electric Man 2 about 5 times already, so do I consider it to be the greatest game of all time? I'll be honest, I haven't played enough flash-based games to go ahead determining Electric Man 2 as the greatest of all time, but since this video is about mobile gaming, I wholeheartedly declare that Angry Birds is the greatest mobile game of all time. And I'm not saying this just because you get to fling the birds at pig fortresses and get an immediate dopamine rush from the satisfying physics engine. And I'm also not saying this because of Angry Birds' freemium model, but I'm saying this because it didn't have any damn ads. I think it would be an understatement to call those random Hero Wars or AI boyfriend-girlfriend ads weird. But what's even more frustrating is that millions of gullible people actually fell for such deception. Since we're on the topic of ads, what's with EA putting ads in their new games? I guess it's a pretty reasonable decision considering the years-long backlash they have faced for their never-ending in-game purchases, and I can see this working out in your average FIFA or real racing games where ads could continuously play in the background and add to the immersion of the gameplay. But the key here is immersion. I wouldn't want to see the new ad for the Doritos Locos Tacos in the middle of me putting a cherry bomb up a pole vaulting zombie's rear end. Before I wrap this video up, I wanted to ask you whether we will ever get to see another Among Us. And I don't mean an Among Us 2. I mean a mobile game that balances accessibility for new players and innovation like Among Us's blend of deduction and betrayal. So comment down below if you think there is an existing mobile game that deserves the Among Us level of popularity, or an upcoming game that could do the same. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it, please consider subscribing to the channel and pressing that bell icon for future channel updates. I'll bid you another farewell from another video, and I'll see you next time.